wasikia vibaya. Nikamshika sasa mimi na washikisha na manjeve baridi. Uzidi mtazidi wazidi kusikia vibaya. Wacha wasikie vibaya. Wacheke na wewe wakutake mabaya. Kwangu kila laheri Mungu zidi hadi Ulaya. Napiga luku na swag hadi retire. Najaza buku kwa dendri begi ni fire. Nipate mwisho wa mwezi cheki ni wire. Napiga picha selfie kwa benki na sina haya. Chema cha jiuza ni ya leo, ni ya leo, ni ya leo. Kuuza tutauza ni ya leo, ni ya leo, ni ya leo. Nywele paka mafuta ni ya leo, ni ya leo, ni ya leo. Kuuza tutauza ni ya leo, ni ya leo, ni ya leo. Number one boss lady wasikie vibaya. Nimekuwa chini nikia soul daily na sina ubaya. Nashikisha kama bebe sili. Nawashikisha na manjebe baridi. Kuzidi nitazidi wazidi kusikia vibaya. Wasikie
na tena na tema na penda ni kama nimetoka tena.
Usikie vibaya.
Nimeamka nimehema kama hema. Dendri wanajana hema. Wewe ina mizimu hivi. Ningekuwa hivyo kitaka nyumbani itakuwa hivi. Watu wanao jacket. Ya joto.
Wasikie.
Wasikia vibaya.
Wasikie vibaya. Number one boss lady wasikie vibaya. Nimekuwa chini nikia soul daily na sina ubaya. Nashikisha kama bebe sili. Na washikisha na manjebe baridi. Kuzidi nitazidi wazidi kusikia vibaya. Sasa mini don number one boss lady wasikie vibaya. Nimekuwa chini nikia soul daily na sina ubaya. Nashikisha kama bebe sili. Na washikisha na manjebe baridi. Kuzidi nitazidi wazidi kusikia vibaya. Sasa mini donga boss lady wasikie vibaya.
Tangu sisi wawili kujuana, tumependa kupendana, tumeonja utamu wa asali donkorolero. Wengine siwataki, wengine siwataki, no. Utamu huwa ndani ya moyo, wolololo. Mambo moto, pakawasha moto yo. Mambo yamechemka, nataka joto. Analia, oyoyoyo, wamewasha moto yo. Mambo yamechemka, wanalia joto. Wanalia, oyoyoyo, wanataka utamu, utamu, utamu. Mina tafuta utamu, 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 utamu. Tafuta utamu. Only wishing the bed anyone yellow betie forever land maungeto. Hera ma wan go doni mitadua kata bende obelde wiye kun. Mano donge doko sacrilege violation. Eka kegida gini gido na to gini yoka longo longo gini nyaka londo. While we here we okay.
They don't like when I say I'm your lover. They want I say I'm your friend. But what a pity, when me try like an easy ticky. You the only one in this kitty. Is it kukulia? Anyway, wanitosha, don't want somebody else. Siku waidha ni soda, ina utamu mwingine. Ninywe kila saa, tamu ka asali. Utamu, wakawasha moto yo. Mambo yamechemka, wanataka joto. Wanalia, woyoyoyo, wamewasha moto yo. Mambo yamechemka, wanalia joto. Wanalia,
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Shani, you already know. It's magic. Painting, not a painting. If a personality a dead thing, it's a dead thing. No. Painting can do a smart thing. If she loved Jesus and she put away her dead sin. Painting a straight shooter. Painting straighter than an arrow or a ruler. And make sure painting always keep it 100. Painting low, yeah, you can give her 100. She not defined by the world now. She gave Jesus Christ all control, yeah. Rambo, Shinda Gold, yeah. Now watch her taking over. She not defined by the world now. She gave Jesus Christ all control, yeah. Rambo, Shinda Gold, yeah. Now watch her taking over. She a painting, na na na. 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 Painting not defined by her outer, but she working to bring her inner to her outer. Painting know her worth is in the king, and she is a new creature. Yeah, she know what that means. Confident, she's confident. Daughter of the king. Painting is confident. Painting got tunnel vision, fight a mission. Keep her eyes on the prize. She got the winner vision. She winning. She not defined by the world now. She gave Jesus Christ all control, yeah. Rambo, Shinda Gold, yeah. Now watch her taking over world now. She gave Jesus Christ all control, yeah. Rambo, Shinda Gold, yeah. Now watch her taking over. She a painting, na na na. 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 She not defined by the world now. She gave Jesus Christ all control, yeah. Rambo, Shinda Gold, yeah. Now watch her taking over. She not defined by the world now. She gave Jesus Christ all control, yeah. Rambo, Shinda Gold, yeah. Now watch her taking over.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Caroline Murote, Miss Murote Tuya, and this is Sheversations. Welcome to Sheversations, boys and girls, and happy half past the week, and the day is Wednesday. It is the 16th of April, 2025, and I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I am having a great day. I have a great day every single day, regardless of landlords asking us for rent, and we want to keep our money, lakini si yetu juu tunaishi kwa nyumba za wenyewe. You know, things like that, like us not having flying cars that get us to work in like 10 minutes. Because guys, have you ever thought about it? I just need you to take a moment. I need you to come closer and think about it. How long would it take you to get to where you're going if we had flying cars? Like hakuna kwenda left, right, waiting to use the government roads where they decide that no, this is no longer your property, this is public property. How beautiful would that be? Honestly. And call me Delulu, but that's the life that's the struggle. Kila siku, every day is to wake up and to dream bigger and just be this really crazy person. Because have you not heard of Elon Musk? The dreamers, the Wangari Maathais, the Nelson Mandelas, honestly, the dreamers of this world are not realistic. Now, Mimi, catch me outside. I will never be realistic. All right. So welcome to the show, my unrealistic baddies. Sheversations is all about empowering our female voices. And in case you want to talk to us directly, our Power Radio is a place to go. Slide into the DMs on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on X. And pia unaweza nipata Caroline_Murote on Instagram, at Carol Murote, CAROL Murote on TikTok and Facebook, and X, it is Caroline Murote. So please come, let's have a conversation. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what you think and feel about dreaming big. Did you used to be a dreamer? Wakakwambia your dreams are not valid? No. Me, and like they package for you air. na wanakuzia and people were buying. Imagine if you didn't know, just go check it out. Your dreams are valid. Wacha nikwambie, especially kama unataka pesa. There are so many things that people will buy. Ni wewe ujawauzia. Wacha nikwambie, the things I have bought. We're not going to talk about it because I like to uphold this image of a sensible, well put together human being. So I'm not going to embarrass myself in that way by telling you guys the things that I have bought. But yes, 12 minutes past 11. 12 minutes past 11. We are enjoying this conversation so far. And I can't wait. I can't wait for us to really, really dive into things, because today we're talking about feminism. We're talking about, warrior girls and what healing looks like from a certain perspective. So I hope that you are excited to get into that conversation. Yeah, but so far so good. We heard from Fene Gitu saying sijasikia vibaya. Then we had Tamu by Uchiko, Okelo Max and Brandy Minor, and then Painting by Shani. And for you Paintings, I'm gonna be back in just a jiffy, so hold it right there. Usiende mahali unless you're going to get yourself a cup of tea, a glass of juice, and then you come on right back. Utanipata hapa. This is Sheversations on Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
1005 songs in more.
See how I look when you move, see where you take credit to you do, see your kwangu zangu. God when him true, got a better view, and since I met you, Wendy, nuru yangu. Fact of the matter, see my Christ is the answer. You got me, so I gotta get it. Raise up the banner, make him not forget it. Stop searching for truth on my socials, looking for answers, got promos. Sana jua, there's only one way. Ni Yesu munoma, only one way.
My God is the biggest out there. I've been feeling the rap with them scriptures all over like, yeah. I know you like it, cause you know Jehovah's son is invited. And every time that he shows up, demons are finished. So there goes my heartfelt condolences to the enemy. I'm seated in heavenly places far beyond this reach. My advocate is Jesus, I'm enjoying immunity. Paid by the blood, restoration by the Father. I'm in the assembly of the firstborn, enrolled in the heavenly places of the dawn. Spirits of the righteous made perfect for God by the blood of the Lamb. Now I walk like him, talk like him, reign with him, and it calls me years. Made in his image, tell me, do you see it? Son of the dawn, rapping my city, you heard? My God is the biggest out there. I've been feeling the rap with them scriptures all over like, yeah. I know you like it, cause you know Jehovah's son is invited. And every time that he shows up, demons are finished, so done.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Anticipating, waiting, wondering if we'll make it to our destination. Wondering if our love is wasting away. How we drive into the separation. Can't forget to mention the tension's been lacking. I stay backtracking to the good days. Reverse, you turn, it don't matter to me. Whatever takes me back to what it used to be. Will you go back there with me? Back to when our love was free. Will you go back there with me? Back to when our love was free. I've been feeling off track, wondering what's wrong with me, 'cause something got lost on the way. No, nothing feels the same, baby. I used to get lost in your phrase, something like butterflies and ecstasy. Can we take it back and long for whatever takes me back to what it used to be. Will you go back there with me? Back to when our love was free. Will you go back there with me? From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Already, welcome back to Sheversations. This is a Power Radio where we tune in and power up. And the time is 23 minutes past 11, and you are tuned in on YouTube and on our website. My name is Caroline Murote. In case unaweza kuwa umesahau, and why would you? That's very, very, very weird. But yeah, because I'm your fave and I take care of you, you've been listening to the good jams of MJ Wamoto Waithaka and Polaris Pauline. That is Where Are We Going? Alafu tuko na Shani and 1005 songs saying Monoma, and right about now tumekuwa na Anticipate Zenia Manase. So what are you anticipating? Second quarter of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter of the year. Tuko wapi? Where are you on your goals? That's what I really want to know right now. Umefika wapi? Mimi wacha niwaambie fitness goals. I can explain, okay? I can explain. So what had happened is that I have done nothing. Labda nisahau kukula. I'll be like, oh wow, look, I'm doing well. Because I also, I was thinking about it on my way to work this morning. And I was asking myself, yani, there are people who genuinely starve themselves so that they can lose weight. Like, ile ya ukweli, and I'm like, okay, I don't think even if you paid me that would be possible. Because sijawai kuwa in a place where that is logical. Yet, I have met very privileged people, guys. Very privileged people. Unajua, like when I say privileged, I mean privileged. And very exposed. Very high level of education. Alafu unaona msichana anajistav so that she can fit into a particular outfit. And I don't mean like eating well and reducing on quantities and portions and like eating more healthier food, sticking to vegetables. No, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. What I am saying is that, mnanisikia? What I am saying is that huyu msichana alienda akaweka braces zenye zilimfunga meno. So I want you to stay with me. Unajua braces, they up and down and nini, all of that. I don't really know the technical terms because asijawai kuwa na braces. But I've had enough friends to have with braces to know that kuna zinakuanga zimeshikana huku kwa the wisdom teeth, I think. Please, if I'm lying, just know that I'm lying because I don't know, not because I want to be a liar. So huyo msichana akaambia daktari that anataka amfunge in a way where only a straw can enter. Yani anaweza ongea ile askike. So mdomo ilikuwa hivi. So alikuwa anaongea hivi. Sijui kama mnaniona. Like the mouth was not opening. So this is what she used to sound like. And she used to blend everything. And drink. So all her food was being drank. Broccoli ndio hiyo. Ameweka lemon, ameweka juice, ameweka whatever it is that she's adding. And then she also had a powder. A weight loss powder. Plus all these protein shakes, vitu zenye unatumianga when you're not actually eating solid food. And she used to drink all of her food, and she did that for 3 months. Why? Ndio aingie a modeling contests, not context. Modeling contest ya campus. Guys, what do we say to such people? Because I feel like the concept of weight loss as an aesthetic, for aesthetic reasons, is sensible until it starts to harm your life. So ladies, I just want us to talk. It's a beautiful Wednesday. We are going to have a conversation about, just empowering ourselves in different ways. And some of that is how we reason within society and how some things affect us in society. And as African women, full-figured women, most of us, many of us are full-figured. And not being full-figured does not mean that there's anything wrong with you. Like we took this Eurocentric view of beauty, this extremely Eurocentric view that does not fit how God created us. And I'm like, media, and between the media, na sisi, swali, this is the question. Who knows best? Is it God or is it you? Is it God or is it Eurocentric views? Which mistake did God make by making us the way we are? So I don't mind that you want to look better. Obviously, being fit, having a healthy body weight, and having a healthy body size is pleasing. It looks nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. And that's the reason why you wear matching colors. That's the reason why you wear the earrings that you like, because you like them, and it's because it's aesthetically pleasing. Liking aesthetics does not mean you're shallow, but prioritizing aesthetics over everything else that is more valuable, that is what makes you shallow. So I would say to this young girl, if I could go back to way back then, nimwambie, this was about 10 years ago. This was about 10 years ago. And she said that she had to do it. Now huyu msichana alikuwa na pesa, wacha nikwambie. And if you saw her, guys, she wasn't even chubby. She just had like, she was a cute, slender, like she was a slim thick. But this was before slim thick was popular. Like she had her little thick-arms thighs and she had a cute little waist, but she didn't want any fat on her body. And you can't tell me right now, if she's never changed. You can't tell me that where she is, she's not struggling with her body image in her 30s at this level. And there are so many girls out there who hate themselves. And this is what I'm saying. Even if you're not at your optimum weight or size, because those are two different things, kindly treat yourself with love. Treat yourself how you would like other people to treat you. And if you're the one treating other people that way, kindly reconsider that God knew what he was doing when he created you. And anything you might have done to damage your body, whether intentionally or not, to just lose track of taking care of your body intentionally, then boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you need to just, take a front seat on that and make sure that you learn how to love yourself, with the possibility that you might never change. And that's how you want somebody to love you. Usiwai kubali mapenzi ya mtu and they don't like you as you are. And I don't mean ile ya, we're going to need to work on your time. We're going to need to... No. If somebody does not genuinely... Would they be okay to stay with you as you are? And if somebody thinks that you're a terrible person and they have... deal breakers, non-negotiables that they cannot put up with, and the only way you guys are going to move forward is if you change these things. If you are not willing to change those things and you don't have a realistic and very feasible and attainable plan of doing so, and if it is not you that wants to change it, you're going to be very bitter mkiachana na huyu mtu and you changed for them and now you're very unhappy because you're still not content, yet you made the change that they wanted. So even if somebody that you're with who loves you wants you to change for a valid reason, make sure that you first want it yourself. Otherwise, you're better off being by yourself. Ujipende. Learn how to love yourself, how to appreciate yourself, you and your body. Now we're going to have a couple more tracks and then we'll continue this conversation. But please, please, please love yourself. This is Wangu by Goofy and Costa Ojwang and Unadu by Polaris Pauline.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Seche kalo mang'eny alondo piny amanyo ngima, dangola manyo ngima, duondi kawinjo duondi, duondi chalo winyo machiewa ka chieng' owuok, tich abich ochopo, sipi chunya mageno, rwak lepi gi wuoche wadhi wamielo pija. I'm a dreamer, jangola sikaleko, aleko era miluoka godo. Weni wangu, mimi wako, you know I love you. Sina hofu, sitachoka.
Sit on a balcony with a lover who has strings to my heart. String along into bliss, sing along to the sounds of this. My mind wants to play back memories from the first time I noticed her. My eyes will replay the exact moment I stood before a mirror just to see what she'd see, and I'll say, I'm trying to reach every corner of this world, and that includes your heart. I've prayed for this moment for too long. I have exercised my heart. Past lovers with rough hands have held my delicate dreams. They call it love. but I don't know how to call it, so help me solve this. I might be in love, but I'm constantly thinking how it ends. I call it come and go love. Kiss me, but not deeply love. Hold me, but not tightly love. Feel me, but not catchy love. Not the fast owner love. Almost feels like a hand-me-down love. Doesn't fit with the first try love. It will grow a new love, but you just hit 30, and all you got is in my head love. And what's in my head love looks like this. It sounds like this.
Mimi wako, you know I love you. Oh, sina hofu, sitachoka, I know I love you.
I want to be held by someone who can handle me. I'm not a gangster, I'm just me, so look at me. My tired soul keeps waving a white flag. My hopeful soul seems to love the red flags. My breaking bones have tried to pick me up. I'm in my last of my living soul, it's like I'm dying. My tears don't drop no more, but I'm crying. I'm reaching out, but when I look around, it's like I've been here before. And it has left me feeling like I could stop living if it means the one taking my breath is the one to resurrect my spirit, calm my soul down. Find me a come and stay love. When we kiss, it feels like I'm in heaven, love. Hold me and hold ourselves, love. Fill me and trace it back to our hearts, love. The fast owner kind of love. Place me where your love loves. Works with the first try, love. I don't have to think how it ends, love. I know I have you. So put on your shoes. Let's go dance our love, where love is just love and just us.
Wendy wangu, mimi wako, you know I love you. Sina hofu, sitachoka, I know I have you. Wewe ni wangu, mimi wako, you know I love you. Oh, sina hofu, sitachoka, I know I love you.
Luku safi baby jo unatisha beba raha twende usijali form ni instant na lugha yako leo utaitika leta sana lete kiburi takumaliza na beshte yako alinita madam twende sana twende si ati tutashindwa lakini tabia yako nini bana I say hello chunga utaniebisha kabla twende sana kaa ukijua nataka Westmola kwa Cynthia alafu baadaye utadishi na chumvi juu kachumbari imeisha. Ilianza na keki moja soda mbili na saa
up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin and not Georgia. Melanin all over. Nobody can boga. Well, they tried sometime back in November. They really didn't think I would remember. Sahi, my confidence in my rise. I never used to be like this before. I used to be so damn insecure. Atiko a dark skin lana. Hey, that's all we can love. Nothing ever sweet like coco. Get on the dance floor, make them loco. You say you like Ologomba. Baby, turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin and not Georgia. Melanin all over. Nobody can boga. You say you like Ologomba. Baby, turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin and not Georgia. Melanin all over. Nobody can boga. Yeah. You don't know how I like your confidence. The way you walk, how you talk, it's evident. Black is the beauty, so more for them. You were a star, brown skin, una kill. Oh, show them who you are. You were a star, brown skin, una kill. Oh, show them who you are. Like a loco, mba. You like that toto. Like that toto star. You like a loco. Like a loco, mba. You like that toto. Like that toto star. You like a loco. Like a loco, mba. You like that toto. Like that toto star. You like a loco. Like a loco, mba. You like that toto. Like that toto star.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Already, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Sheversations. And the time is 17 minutes to half past. The date is 17 minutes to 12. My name, Kamakawa, is Caroline Murote. But in case you're listening to me for the first time, this is a conversation that exists to amplify female voices. And as you can see, guys, I'm not by myself. I'm joined by a wonderful young lady, and you're going to find out why. But before we find out why, I just want her to introduce herself. Bilok tuambia anything deep. So welcome, Wendy, and please let the people know who you are.
Thank you. My name is Vanessa Wendy, but I prefer being called Wendy because I feel my name is very long.
Okay.
So I prefer being called Wendy.
Okay.
And let me just say I'm a hotelier.
Okay.
That basically I can say that I'm a hotelier.
All right.
I work with a lot of hotels, Mm-hmm. But beside, I really love to listen to women voices. As a woman, there are so many things that women go through.
Right.
So I want to be there for them.
Okay.
With this person that I love listening to people, not women only, even men. If they come to tell me that they have a problem,
right,
I'll be there listening to them.
Okay.
And we share a lot of things so that even me, I learn some things from them.
So you're the go-to, you're the designated therapist friend.
Yes.
I hear.
Yes.
Would your friends agree?
Yes, that is true. They would agree.
Yeah.
As in most of the times you find every time when I'm on a call, somebody has just come. I have a problem.
Okay, so which therapist are you? The one who is giving unsolicited advice because anyway, you can see that these people are messing up our lives. They are wasting our time because anaingia hapo hawachani and then kesho anakuja analia. Ama, are you the one who like, okay, let me just go tell her because najua for sure she has a solution. I think I'm both. I will give you unsolicited advice. Takusumbua. By the way, you didn't ask me, but I'm going to tell you anyways because I care about you. And then I'm the one who, pia unajua, if you come to me, you'll find something useful. So which friend are you?
We're in the same page with you. I'm both.
You fight your friends.
Yes,
like I'm not going to watch you messing up.
No. I will tell you the truth.
Sindio?
Yes.
I like that. And sisi ndio tunanzanga tunaona huyu tunamcut off askizangi. They're always in a mess. They cry. They like attention. But anyways, I'm mature. I stopped cutting people off. Do you believe that cutting people off is mature or immature?
No. It's very mature.
It's very mature?
I love cutting out people.
10 points. Explain.
Okay, mi usema if kama umenikosea, everybody does mistakes.
Yes.
Say, kama umenikosea, I won't cut you off.
Okay.
Utabaki tu hapo. You'll need me one way or another. Kama tutaongea, you'll need me one way or another.
So don't burn bridges.
No, I don't.
I love that. I love that. I used to cut people off like before it became a trend. Na si ile yenye unajua kenye unafanya. But like huyu mtu anisaidii kwa maisha and I'm really really tired and this friendship is really toxic until I realized that what I used to consider cutting people off was actually creating boundaries.
Yes.
And you know kuna venye tumefika huku 2025 we have the language. We know boundaries, we know protecting your space. Toxicity, positivity, squeeze tunakuanga very, very aware. And I feel like a lot of us think that creating boundaries is cutting people off. Yeah. And once you create boundaries, whoever does not belong in your life, wanaendanga. I don't know what your experience with that is.
For me, when you set boundaries and somebody doesn't as in ataki to follow that boundary, it means that person doesn't want to just
to be in your space.
Doesn't want to be in your space.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, yes, atakama I don't cut off people.
Yes.
But if you ukivuka my boundaries, that is it.
Nivo.
That is it.
I love because when ndio umeamua. I didn't kick you out, but it's your behavior.
If you move on boundaries, then we are not needed.
I love that. I love that. Sa alafu jina Vanessa ilikukosea aje?
Jina Vanessa ilinikosea aje? Okay, Vanessa kuna watu wengi.
Okay, so kama Karo. There's no deep answer. No, some people really have deep answers as to why they prefer this name over this one. Honestly, go, oh, you know, this one belonged to my grandmother. She really took care of me. Nini. Alafu, Aki, that's the same reason. Because why? Why did my dad give me the name that was so popular?
Very popular.
And I'm like, guys, stop. By the way, wacha ni wa address. Whoever you people are, if you have a child, you want to name them, please don't choose a popular name. Just choose a unique name. Because 20 years, some mtakuwa Karo 60. Campus.
Thank you.
Tulikuwa like, there's a class where there were like legit 11 Carolines.
Oh my God.
Sa tulikuwa tunaitwa na masurnames na wengine walikuwa Caroline Mwangi, watatu.
What?
Yeah, sir, we had to look for other names. We used to ask them, sasa jina yako ya katikati.
I hate that.
It used to be weird. And then the lecturer, nilienda zile shule za kusoma register. Yeah, and you have to raise your hand or say present. So imagine lecturer sa wanasema, Caroline, absent. But I'm here. That's the wrong one. That's not me. The one who's absent is not me. So unapata it was weird. But anyways, enough is enough. Wazazi tumeshawaongelesha and future parents. We don't want names. We don't want to share community names.
But okay, for you, I can see yours is very common. For mine, let me just say it's not that common. But inapatanga kwa class mneza kwa wawili. But I just don't love sharing.
That's if there's two of you, that's common.
I don't love
kama kwa watu wawili kwa relationship. That's like that's a party. Watutaki. Sindio?
Yes.
So now who is Wendy? Before we even get into what you do professionally, if somebody unakumbuka zile compositions za myself, those really annoying ones zenye tulizoea, ulikuwa unajua ukiingia standard 2 utaandika myself, standard 3 myself. Until high school, we never stopped writing myself compositions. Hiyo first term ndio walimu wakujue wakujudge vizuri.
Very true.
So who are you?
Mostly, let me just say who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a very I'm a vibe. Let me say I'm a vibe.
The girl says she's a vibe.
Yes,
Even
I'm a
if I do say
vibe.
so myself.
Yes, I'm a vibe.
I love that. I love that.
I'm a big vibe.
Okay.
I'm a bubbly person.
All right.
Nikiwa mahali, everyone will just laugh.
Okay.
As in, hata kama kuna seriousness lazima ni.
Right.
Nah.
So you have jokes.
Yes, I have jokes.
Okay.
I
Sa
just
kwa unafikiria moja utuache na dad joke moja mbaya. Because they're normally bad and I don't mean mbaya nzuri. I mean we hear it, we get it, and then you just cringe. That's how you know it's a good dad joke.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
kwa unafikiria before the show ends, utakuwa umeturushia moja.
Let me just acha nijitetea hapo kidogo. Yes, when I say I have jokes.
Sizo. Okay.
Ni zile that we can relate.
Like you're funny in real life.
Yes.
I get you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I'm a woman of substance.
All
I'm a woman
right.
of substance.
Okay. You're not here to waste our time.
No.
Kuna content.
Yes.
You bring something to the table.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
I'm a woman of substance. I'm a woman who I love thinking about heart.
Yeah.
I value empathy. I'm a woman who values empathy very much and sympathy.
Beautiful.
Basically, when I describe myself in 3 words, I'm a pretty woman, woman with substance, and woman with ambition.
Okay.
Yes.
So an ambitious, pretty
Yes.
woman with brains.
Yes.
Who knows what to do with them?
Who knows? Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because kuna huku nje nasikianga a phrase like it's very common for young ladies, sana young ladies to define themselves as a beauty with brains. And then I'm like, ni sawa atukatai. But we've never seen the evidence. I know. Kuna watu akiwaye, kuna watu wengine, and I am a strong believer in beauties in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah.
And worse off, this one of akiwoye guys, uglies inside. I'm those people of atakama I don't really like what you look like on the outside. I really fall in love with who people really are.
Yeah.
To the point where if one of your eyes is just twitching every 3, imagine I might overlook that if the conversation is great and you have a sense of humor and you understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, but something about young women nowadays is that we like taglines. And I'm not a hater because I'm a young woman.
Yeah.
We like taglines and then we realize that, empowerment without substance is useless.
Yeah,
It is
it is
wasted.
useless.
The Wangari
Yeah.
Maathais, the people who, the Muthoni who, what's the guy? Muthoni Kimathi.
Kimathi Muthoni.
Yes. The wife. Just those people that we
Yeah.
know. Ama it's Muthoni the general. Mukami Kimathi is who I'm looking for. And then there was General Muthoni. Yeah, those are at least 3 women who, for 3 different reasons, Kenyans understand that these are women of substance.
Yeah.
They fought for so much.
Yeah.
For us to come and look cute and say we're powerful women with nothing to show for it. And I'm glad because you're not one of those people. And I'm constantly talking about young ladies and saying we have to hold ourselves accountable.
Yeah.
We cannot at any point just take for granted what other women fought for our right to vote, to earn money, to have a voice.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's okay if you want to do nothing with your life, but pia usijichoche. Unatuembarrass.
Very sad.
Yeah, especially when you have a phone and you're always on social media.
Yes.
Yeah, anyways, watch out. Before I become too much of a hater. Okay. So yeah, before we talk about, just the conversation that has brought us here. So when you were, let's say 14, when you were 14, what was the biggest dream on your heart?
Dream. Okay, fine. At 14 badly. Umesonga karibu sana. When I was class 4.
Class 4, 9, 10? Yes.
That is the time when I decided let me do hospitality. I've ever loved hospitality.
Really?
Yes, my whole life.
What did you know about hospitality at 10 years?
Hospitality, I just knew it's about serving people, making people feel nice about a certain experience. I love making people feel that experience.
Okay.
Of love.
So if I come to your house, when your mama platters, you'll be like, I just made this for the sandwiches at Tuelewi. I hear you.
Yeah.
I see you.
I think my mom tells me I'm the firstborn in our family.
Okay,
So-
yay, same.
In the firstborn, as a firstborn in the family, my mama ananiambianga, when you're here, sina shida. I know
Everything is under control.
Hospitality on top.
I love that.
Yeah, tu nikubai vitu mimi I'll do.
Wow,
the best.
you're the host with the most.
Yes,
I love that.
yes,
So you
yes.
knew this at 10 years. Nani
Yes.
alikufunza hiyo jina
My
at 10
grandma.
years? Alikufunza the word hospitality na akakuexplainia.
Let me tell you, my grandpa didn't explain it to me, but the way he was doing his own things.
Okay.
You know, he was alikuwa manager wa a certain hotel. Hapa kidogo nini Nairobi Mlimani.
Okay. Skiza humility. Hapa kidogo tu Milimani.
Yes, so he made me, even my dad did tourism. So he was constantly talking about tourism, about hospitality. And I'm a young child and I'm growing up, so when I'm still listening to what they are saying, inaingia tu kwa akili pole pole, and I was like, I can try, hospitality. This is a good thing, know.
Yeah.
So and then hapo ndo nikaanza kukua na hiyo hadi home science. When I was in primary, kukiwa na home science, nakimbilia mbio.
Wow. Because you already understood.
Yes.
I love that. So tunaweza sema that the people around you gave you a love for it, but you had a personal passion for it.
Yes, passion.
Wow.
Yes.
I love that because another side of this story for a lot of people is where my family did it, so nafanya alafu down the line umeboeka, you're bitter because you'd really feel like maybe you didn't choose it for yourself. And so I can tell that you loved this.
Me, I love hospitality from the bottom. Hata ukifungua roho hivi imeandikwa hospitality hapo.
Okay.
Yes, that is me. I love hospitality.
Wow.
Yes.
Na ya mwisho. So sai kitu yenye in a person, either to be your friend ama for you to be in a relationship with them, what's the one thing you cannot take at all? Yenye ukiona, even if you guys have been together 2 years, ama you really think this is the best person in the world with their flaws, like in ukiona this one thing, you're like, I'm out. No negotiation.
Yeah.
What's that thing for you?
Disrespect.
Yes. What does disrespect look like?
Disrespect. Kwanza kitu ya kwanza, when you speak to me in any manner, unaniongelesha like somebody you didn't give birth to me.
Woo!
No.
Like, excuse me?
Who do you think you're talking to?
The audacity. You have the wrong one.
Yes. Mimi, I love, if you're talking to me, talk in a systematic way. I can hear you, I'm not deaf.
Sindio?
Yes.
So, wasikushautie?
No.
You don't like that?
No. Hata kama hautanishautia, speak in a respectful manner. I respect you. I work with two-way traffic.
Okay.
I won't speak, even if I'm angry.
Okay.
I won't speak to you in a different manner.
Okay.
I'll speak to you in a systematic way.
All right.
Until you understand this is what I love.
Right.
This is not what I love.
Right.
But the moment when you're angry and then you unaanza stories zako,
you're like, no. So that's that person to say you already have a relationship, friendship ama ni mapenzi. What happens the first time? Like you're just like, I can't, like.
No. I am a person who gives chances.
Okay.
Ya kwanza, ya pili, you break it, none. I'm gone. Disrespect ya kwanza, I'll just be like, okay, I've set standards.
Yeah.
You need to meet that standard. Yeah. If you won't meet it the second time, then I'm gone.
Wow.
I won't do that.
Wanasemanga, fool me once, shame on you.
Yes.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yes.
So I feel like that is the epitome of that saying. Okay. I feel like we know you a little bit better. And why you like, hii maneno ya hospitality and everything. So for somebody mwenye aelewi hospitality ni nini, because aki tunakuanga wengi, me I know what I know, you know what you know. Hafu unaweza pata really vitu zenu zako sijui, and the things I know you don't know. And that's how, like, sometimes when I find somebody ignorant, I'm like, no. They probably know other things that I don't know. So that's how I prefer to see things. Yeah. So, hotelia ni nini? Wanafanyanga nini? And hospitality. Sasa mimi tuseme I'm a 10-year-old girl and I want to understand. So, what is that?
Hospitality basically is an act of serving people with respect.
Okay.
And making people feel the best experience of a certain thing.
All right.
Or a certain place.
Okay.
So basically hospitality is just to make people feel comfortable of a certain area or a certain place. Kama nikikuja kwako unanipea a good hospitality. That is yo kunikaribisha,
I feel at home.
Yes, you feel at home.
Okay.
That is hospitality.
Beautiful.
In general. Yes.
Okay. And then now when it comes to the industry, some mtu mwenye atasema I work in the hospitality industry. What give me zenye unajua, just just tuseme sahi now maybe I'm a high school student and I want to get into hospital. Nimesikia kuna naeza somea hospitality, I can do this as a career. What kind of jobs could I have?
Okay, fine. Hospitality is very wide.
Okay.
Yeah, hospitality is very wide. It has different departments.
Right.
We have the hotel. Okay, there's hotel management. There's the hotel management is basically people who are being taught to be managers. in a certain hotel.
Okay.
There's the front office. People who are, wale wakaribisha wageni.
The receptionists.
Yes, the receptionists.
Hosts.
Yes. That's the front office. That's the department of front office.
Okay.
We have the service department.
All right.
Where ukikaribishwa, mali utaenda ukae. Sasa sisi ndo tunakukaribisha ukae chini.
Okay.
Tukuvutia hata kiti.
Okay.
Au
ndio wanaitwa ushers kanisani. Tuseme ushers uko hospitality industry.
Yeah. Kama wewe ni usher, umeshaingia hospitality.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Sisi ni wale wa kukaribisha, tunakwambia karibu.
Ukiketi hapo utaanguka, keti hapa.
Exactly my point. Sasa sisi ndo tunajaribu ku make you feel comfortable. Sasa umefika umekuwa comfortable. Sasa you see, umeshafika nyumbani.
Sawa.
Haya, sasa tunaingia sasa kwa wale department ya tumbo kidogo hapo kidogo. We have the chefs. Wako back behind scenes.
Yeah.
So wale watu wanakuletea chakula tamu, unakula hivi unasikia venye watu wanasemanga hii chakula imeslap. Yeah, the chef department.
I love that. Because if it's not slapping you, people are doing a terrible job. Tuwatoe tu kwa industry.
Let me tell you, food inaweza slap.
Yeah.
Depending on the server.
You know that's true.
Acha nikwambie, when you go somewhere mali kuna good service, your chakula slap.
Imagine you forgive them. Kisikia waru ndani ya jaiva, unasema watu wako sawa.
Exactly.
Yeah, you forgive them. By the way, that's true.
That's
I love
true.
that.
Yeah, so mi usema when you karibisha mgeni, unamkaribisha vizuri, ukimpatia good service, hata chakula ni mbaya aje, he won't say it.
Yeah.
Hata anaweza kupatia tip about it.
Okay.
Yes.
I love that.
Sasa tumeshatoka kwa nini, tunaingia kwa wale kama unataka kulala kidogo pale, kwa hotels, wale wanakutengenezea kitanda unalala, unasikia kama umefika heaven, hujafika.
Yeah, zenye hazina bed bags.
Zenye hazina bed bags. So the laundry unafanyanga hiyo kazi, Yeah. So tumeshaingia kwa laundry department, sasa tunaingia kwa tourism. Tourism department ni wale wenye ukitaka kwenda kuona wanyama.
Yeah.
Ukitaka kwenda kuona ujaiona nyoka inakaa hivi.
Yeah.
Wale ndio
na si hawa binadamu zile za kichaka.
Yeah. Si binadamu ni zile za kichaka.
The real ones in there.
Yes. Hata wakitaka kuonyesha binadamu wanaweza kuonyesha.
Wanaweza. They know where to find them. I hear you.
So the tourism department pia wana join hapo ndani.
Okay.
Sasa alafu sasa nimekwambia the hospitality, hotel management ni wale sasa wanasomea kila kitu. On managers, they can be managers in any department.
So as long as people are coming to that building or that area, whatever, kama ni tent, ni nini, as long as it's somewhere that karibishas guests, wakule, waketi, walale, watembezwe kidogo, that is the hotel industry. Okay. Yes. And so when you're a hotelier, what does it mean that you manage that or you're in that industry? Is it a specific role within the whole category?
When I say hotelier, all-rounded.
All-rounded.
For me,
okay.
I'm on a specific one.
All right.
Yes.
So unafanyanga nini?
Mi niko kwa service department.
All right.
Yes. I'm the waitress. Sorry,
okay.
I'm the waitress.
So you guys are the ones who make sure, like there's no hair in our food, nothing, everything is nice.
Yeah. Before nikulete chakula, nilikwanga nimeikagua investigation.
Sindio?
Kuna cockroach mahali.
Sindio? Because wow, tell me why I have ever found a cockroach in my meat pie. Nasema ni wapi? It's a place that people like to go because it's affordable and it's very aesthetic. Sita choma, by the way. Mi sijuangi. I don't know. Mi nakuchomea face to face. Sijuangi ku-expose watu hivyo, ku-blast watu. Yeah, but like if I tell them, like at least if they deal with it, ni sawa. Otherwise, me, I just tell my friends tusiende hapo tena. Na mi starudi, but I don't really like to expose people.
But mi usema, hata kama umepata cockroach moja, huwezi kuwa umeniambia kila kitu ilikuwa mbaya.
That's true. It's just that by the time you find a cockroach in your food, you left home to come and pay. By the time I'm seeing a cockroach in my food, that is horrible.
That is horrible.
But because pia mimi nimewai pika and I understand that some of these things they really happen. That's the point where it's like, let me see how you're gonna fix it.
Yes.
Let me see. Kama kuna mahali pengine nilienda pia na stasema. Very popular, very. You have gone there, you've gone there. Lemonade haikuwa na, it was just water with color. There was no flavor. Ile yenye ilibidi, and I'm not akiwe sinanga madharau. By the way, me I'm very modest. Mi ni msee wa kibanda. Yeah, vibanda. I'm those girls of like matumbo na chapo na ile dhufu mingi. Imagine I love that. So imagine like unless it's a special occasion, I really will not enter a fancy establishment. Yeah, because I prefer to save money and enjoy life doing actual like activities vitu sasa za kucheza hiking whatever so that's how I really enjoy life so kama si birthday ama like a really fancy occasion I don't so this particular time it was a very special occasion we were celebrating my friend kuna kitu alikuwa there's a level she had reached in her career and so we bought we ordered burgers and lemonade. Let me tell you, it got to a point where I had to tell the waiter, "Kusema ukweli, just come with a straw. I don't mind. I won't mind hata mkikata. I just want you to take a sip of this lemonade." Imagine he looked at me, akacheka ile yenye hataki kucheka because it was bad. It was water.
Really bad. Yes.
Na tulikuwa tunanunua hiyo kitu 600, which for somebody is nothing. But I'm like, I'm sorry, but 6 so I will count for you how many tokens. Sijui fare yangu.
Exactly.
I'm a really nice Uber from somewhere to somewhere. And that's when I'm really splurging. And I told this guy, Ebu niambie the way forward. And he said, "I'm so sorry." And he went and fixed a better one. So you see, for that reason, naeza rudi because you take feedback.
Yeah.
So why is it that some people, before you even tell us your experience, venye umesema you're in the service, you know, the service area of, you know, just being a hotelier. Why is it that some people struggle to take feedback? Like, nakuelewa that it's not your fault. We umetoa kitchen and everything, and it's not like, maybe you wouldn't be testing it, siko sure how it works. But why is it that now that I've given you the feedback, and I'm not even shouting, akiwe sijuangi, mi uhurumia these people. I'm like, if I have money, I will give you, I'm those people of actually tip, even though Kenya, I don't. You'll confirm, but I don't think we tip. It's not a culture. It's not. Maju, anakuanga very entitled to a tip. Like ile yenye, if you don't tip, you're a horrible human being. Ukuni, if I feel like, if I can afford, I will tip you. So I really also don't know how to shout at people, even when I'm not given the optimum service, because I have the choice of walking out, and how I talk to someone reflects on me, regardless of what they've done. So I'm not going to shout just because I'm not getting what I wanted. But why is it that a lot of people in the service industry, sana hapo kwa food, really don't take feedback well? Anakanga ni kama umembo. Yet what you're saying is the truth. Like, this is not what I ordered. On top of that, what I ordered, this is not how it's supposed to be. And we both know, see I'm coming up with things. So why is it that most people, because now in most cases where that has happened, and either me or somebody has given feedback and said, "Hey, I'm paying a lot for this, tafadhali, change or tell me like the way forward." Why is it that a lot of people struggle with taking that?
Honestly, thank you for that. Honestly, some people are very ignorant.
Okay.
Ignorant. They're very ignorant. Na kuna watu wengine, like, they feel like, if kwani kama utaki services, you can go. You get. There's so many people who are generally rude.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
And then I'm always like, if you wanted to do this, you need to leave your rudeness at the door.
Did they want to do it? Because me naonanga labda mtu
like,
they don't have your passion story.
Yeah. There are some people who don't have passion of hospitality. They don't take it.
They're not hospitable.
Yeah, they're not hospitable.
Yeah.
You know, they're just, you know, even, okay, in school, we are being taught about as in life skills, you know.
Right.
As we go through a lot as hospitality industry. We go through a lot.
Yes.
But now, if a person generally, kama uko na shida ya anger issues, sometimes you're advised not to take the service.
Because you'll be triggered. They are rude customers.
Very, very rude.
Is it true that majority of customers are rude, or is it just a few exceptions?
No.
Majority. So people are entitled.
Watu wanatoka kazi zao na mashida, wanaona
wanakutolea stress because wamewekea hapo dhao.
Exactly.
So they think now you should fix their lives.
You know, they undermine you like, I'm doing a good job, you're just here serving me.
Yeah.
You know, you're just a peasant servant.
Na hawezi jipikia hiyo chakula, hawezi jisavia, who would be doing that work?
Exactly. So ni sisi tu ndo the poor peasants, ndo tuna nini. So pia set inawaonea sana, pia unapatanga sometimes go the whole day ameshinda amekuwa na rude customers, and then there is you again. So I could like,
I can't take
it anymore. But me advice, kama unaona, kama like, if you feel like umekuwa na a rough day, just take time. Just take your own time and relax kwanza. Cool down. Juu tunapatiangwa the amount of time you can go relax and cool down, because hata watu wenye ambao wako kwa nini, the watu wakubwa wetu, the managers, they understand that kuna sometimes you go through some rude customers. So ukipata that ignorant person, yule mtu mwenye ako like, you know what, go serve yourself. Those are not go serve yourself. Yeah, there's some people like that. Lakini sasa mimi nasemanga it's not right to do that to customers kwa sababu kama umechagua hiyo kazi jitume.
Okay.
No matter how.
I love that.
Sasa there's a lot of ignorance. According to the waiters, some waiters, there are a lot of ignorance about their own self.
Yeah.
Wako na hiyo, hawana hiyo
lack of self-awareness.
Yes, exactly.
I love that. I love what you said because I was thinking about kuna kitu umetaja hapo like if you have anger management issues, you know, like if you're easily triggered by it might be genuine, but there's a difference between just being upset and being angry. And expressing it, reacting, you know, because unaweza kuwa this person is crazy, but you don't know that you're easily triggered. Kuna venye you overreact more than you should. And I think self-awareness, I've worked in customer service. This is a call center. My friend, you can go crazy. You can go mad, but one rule we had is you can never be rude to the customer. Yes. That really taught me self-control because some of those people did not deserve. Yeah. But the fact that I am representing a brand and that this customer has paid, even when they have not, there is a certain image that the bosses need this customer to live with, even if they have not gotten the assistance that they are not entitled to, because that's not a service you've paid for. So I'm very sorry, I'm not going to be able to assist you. And they're insulting you, and akutusi, they're saying that you're... I had to learn self-control on a level that I didn't know was necessary because I think in your industry and I think also now customer service, because I think hospitality is customer service in another way. You can't... It's a job hazard to be shouted at.
Yes.
Venye unajua when ukiwa kwa mjengo, lazima uvae helmet. You have to wear your safety boots. You have to, if you're working with hazardous material, you wear your gloves. If you're climbing up buildings, you have to have a proper harness. I feel like self-control and knowing the art of wusa, just being able to calm down is extremely important. And I think that's where self-awareness comes in. That yes, these people are mostly crazy. We know that because we see them every day and their behavior is, if we were recording them, they wouldn't behave like this in public. This behavior is unacceptable. But imagine this is the job. So I have to be above. I love that you know that. So how did you get now professionally, sa ndio upate kazi yenye uko nayo? How did you get there? Ulingia to somewhere, you asked for a job, or is it something that you studied for? Because you told us you wanted it since you were a child. So how did you get to where you are?
Okay. Honestly, it was a journey.
Okay.
My dad mostly.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad. My dad mostly didn't understand. Okay, he loves hospitality, but anataka kitu yenye I can have something. Yani, unajua kuna job seeking huku nje na nini. So, he really wanted something yenye neza pata job haraka. So, for hospitality, he was like, hospitality is too common, hawezi pata job haraka.
Yeah, it's so, up and down.
Akaniambia ninge media.
Okay.
So, when I went to media, I was like, this is not for me.
Ulikuwa ufanye nini media?
Ilikuwa media production in general.
Okay, in general.
So, me, I was like, naona cameras, niko,
umeboeka.
As in, naingia class, niko, you know, naingia class, niko, you know, this is not for me.
I can relate.
Then, nikaongea tu na babangu vizuri, nikamwambia, you know what? Hospitality is for me.
Yeah.
Akakubali. My auntie akamwambia, Wendy is for hospitality. Hata umforce nini? Hata umforce engineering.
It's in her blood.
It's in her blood.
Ni fault yenu.
Ni fault yenu tu. Yeah.
So this is the third generation.
Yes. So my auntie insist.
Okay.
Niende nifanye hospitality. And mi nilikuwa nimesha insist. Tuka kitambo sana. So I entered hospitality. Nikaenda utalii. Hapa tu.
Okay.
Utalii.
Okay.
I did my course. Kwanza nikafanya banqueting kidogo. Alafu nikamalizana nayo nikaingia service for 1 year. I graduated last year.
Oh, congratulations.
So utalii huwa wanatupost for internships. Ukimaliza shule wanasha kupost internships. So nikapost internship.
Okay.
Nikaenda and then nikafanya for a while, nikarudi ndo nikatafuta kazi mimi mwenyewe nikapata.
Ukapata.
Yes.
So actually what your dad was worried about did not happen. Ulipata, because honestly in our country if you find a job within a year, that's normal.
Yes.
It's okay. Hata kama those couple of months utakuwa ile hey stressed. You think your life is ending.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know people who have been home 3 years now on a job and it's very sad.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's beautiful. people. So now, aside from being a hotelier, you're somebody who likes to work with people.
Yeah.
You know, you talked about you being an empathetic person.
Yeah.
And now I just want us to go on a short music break, and then we're going to come back and have that conversation.
No worries.
All right. You are listening to Sheversations here on Power Radio. The time is 14 minutes past 12, and we are going to be back before you know it.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio. From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, my Sheversations, welcome back to Sheversations. The time is 20 minutes past half past the day. It is 12:20, and here on Sheversations, Wendy, 12 noon is half past the day. Yes. And we were enjoying the beautiful sounds of Echoes. That's the extended version by MG Wamoto, Waithaka, and Zaituni Wamboi. And we are here with Wendy. We've been having a beautiful conversation, just getting to know her better. And now we're taking it another level. So she's already told us that she's working in the hospitality industry. Ametupeleka shule. So she's explained to us what that is. Now, Naiza and career counseling. Mimi being the counselor. You've given us everything. Yeah, and what's wrong with rude waiters and what guys, get therapy, please. Do better.
Please.
Yes, and you've also gone. You also are somebody who works with people, and you are passionate about feminism. You are passionate about gender justice. So, what does that look like for you? Because something I learned is that feminism is so broad. There are people who are fighting to wear very long weaves and get girlfriend allowance. There are women in other countries who are voting. They're fighting to vote and to drive cars. There are women who are fighting to get positions of power in leadership spaces. So feminism looks different for everybody.
Yeah.
So what does feminism look like for you, and why does it matter?
Feminism matter because I really love women to be heard.
Okay.
You get?
All right.
As in women we are silenced.
Okay.
Women we cannot say. I love feminism because because I have a voice, I want the other people. I want to make other people feel the voice that I have.
Yeah.
And we be together so
Right.
that we talk about our own issues
Okay.
and our own rights.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And what's your story that made you so passionate about women?
My story, on a personal level,
Yes.
I've underwent so many things.
Okay.
As a woman.
Okay.
Mostly in relationships.
Okay.
Where I don't have the power to talk about my feelings. When I talk about our feelings, I'm arguing. You get, when I'm trying to express my feelings, every time I'm just like, oh, you're just arguing.
Yeah.
You don't appreciate. Oh.
Are you on your period? It's that time of the month, isn't it?
Exactly. You always wonder, when the time of the month, that's the only time that I'm going to be expressing my feelings.
Yeah, and
like,
even then, are they not valid?
Yeah.
Even if we sound crazy.
Exactly. So I've really experienced not being listened to and being downgraded by men, and being hurt most of the times, being treated like trash, because I'm a woman.
All right.
You're supposed to be submissive. You're not supposed to, when I talk, you should shut up. You see.
Women are meant to be seen and not to be heard.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is that a saying in Africa?
Yeah.
It's weird. People are weird.
Very, very weird. Very weird. Very weird. And being abused, I've ever been abused, but not on a very huge level.
All right.
But basically, I've experienced a lot, so that I've decided to just speak to others and make others feel like you're heard.
Okay.
You're not alone.
Okay.
You're in this together.
Okay.
And you're gonna fight this thing that other people think about us as women. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Wow, that's just so much to dive into because I'm pretty sure there are so many ladies that relate. Speaking of abuse, the most interesting thing, because people think lazima uwe you were held against the wall, somebody penetrated you by force, and they don't know that something as small as a man putting his hand on your body without consent, or a woman actually, is abuse. And the first time a man touched my body sexually I was 12 years and kissed me on the boob. That story is shocking. Na nilikuwa kwa duka, nilikuwa nanunua popcorn. As a child, I was buying popcorn. Imagine, tulikuwa tumetoka church. I still, to this day when I think about it, nasikianga nimechafuka. Like I normally feel siko sawa at all. And why did that happen? And so is there a particular experience you feel like women go through that you'd like to speak to?
Yeah.
As somebody who, just really cares about gender justice?
Yeah. Firstly, men who say ati without sex cannot move on. who
Okay.
said that.
Wow.
Without sex, we cannot move on. How?
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
it oxygen?
Is it oxygen? No, it's not oxygen.
Yeah.
It's you can move on without sex.
Okay.
And you see other women, we make, as in, for you who taki sex na mapema, you want kwanza we start somewhere so that we reach somewhere.
There's a standard that you have because sex is a very intimate experience. And I'm not gonna let you into my most intimate space.
Exactly.
Bila kukuvet, first of all. I am the one who gets to make that decision based on my value system. Yeah. So it's weird when somebody feels entitled to your body.
So as in, like, kwa sex, you see, so unapata most of the women, so that they don't lose their men, they tend to
kupeana.
Wanapeana too, you see. And I feel that's bad. You see, when if you're standing on your ground, stand on your ground. You see, if you don't want sex, if that man wants sex, leave. Yeah. Just leave. Go live alone. You won't die.
Ama there's somebody else who's okay. Na pia kuna there and like this is a reality in life. There are sex workers who offer that. Like if you're dying, don't stress somebody's daughter.
Please
just go to the one that is offering it.
And it's not expensive. Exactly. It's available.
That's I don't think a lot of men in our society want to hear that.
Yeah, they won't hear that. They avoid that. They say the sex workers, they have
ni wachafu. Hivyo ndio wanasemanga.
Na
wewe mwenye umezunguka your whole village. Like we know why she's doing it. Na wewe
unafanya nini?
Like you're stressing people because
stressing people. Kwanza hata wewe ndio the bad. Okay, let me not hit on people. Let me not.
Let's not come for them.
Sikuje sana.
But I like the passion. Yes, and then part of your story is like you like to speak out, just for creating safe spaces for women who have undergone abortion.
Yeah.
So how did that start, and why are you passionate about that?
Okay. You just come for me, there's no problem. Okay, for me, I underwent abortion.
Okay.
And that experience is worse. Let me just tell you, it's worse.
So it's not a pleasant experience.
It's not a pleasant experience.
Okay.
Starting from the physical, mentally, and emotionally.
Okay.
That thing will drain you. And I went abortion a bit this year.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was the most worst experience that I've ever had in my whole entire life.
All right.
And the person who made me do that was nowhere to be found. So I was alone the entire time.
So it's something that you did and it was under the influence of, I would assume, your then partner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So sorry that you had to go through that.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I just had peace with it.
Okay.
And I've moved on.
Okay.
So, but I started on the journey. I was just on the journey of abortion. And then I started to talk to my friends, about it. And then I came to find out some people here, they have undergone that.
Okay.
And we decided to talk, to create a creation, like a group, to create a group of 4 girls. We are a group of 4 girls that we are trying to bring people who have done that closer to us. You know, we talk to them, give them safe space, tell them that it's all right. It's all right. You did that. You did that for a purpose. And it's a bad thing to the generation, but you did it for yourself. So it means you are thinking about yourself.
Okay.
You see. So as for girls, we haven't had a name. We don't like exposing much because people, they will think that
there's stigma.
Yeah, there's stigma. Yeah. Yes. So. Yeah, abortion, it's not an easy journey. And we want people who have undergone that to feel hard because that thing sticks with you for the rest of your life. Yeah, the haunt afterwards.
Wow.
It sticks with you the rest of your life.
Wow.
And it's not good.
Wow.
People are being judged. People are being stigmatized. You cannot get into another relationship because umejaribu. You see, so men see us like we are very dirty.
Yeah.
You see,
wasted goods.
Wasted goods,
because I've had people saying that. Yeah.
And then pia the society wanatuona ni kama like kama sahi nimesema hivi, somebody somewhere anasema sasa huyu msichana amesha label. You see, that is not right. You know, this is, if as in me I feel that's not right to label someone for something yenye alifanya for herself, you see, for herself, for her mental state, kwa sababu anajua mbona alifanya hivyo. It's her life. She knows what she wants, you see. So we decided to make people feel hard. You know, you're not going through this alone. If there's something that somewhere you need help, we are here.
All right.
You are not alone.
All
you know?
Right.
Hata kama ni mtu mmoja atakujudge kwani iko nini. We are here to support you.
Yes. They are not your bread and butter.
Exactly.
So it's okay. Opinions fall off.
Yes. As long as you're alive, as long as you're doing your own work, haijakustopisha, you're fine. Yes.
All right. Okay, beautiful. So something that uku nje, that's not, it's a taboo topic, just like the topic of sex work and just a few other things that people are very weird about. We don't really have spaces currently, as much as we are a very open generation, very informed generation. We really struggle to have spaces where we can have conversations like this openly. So first of all, I would like to say that you're very brave for being able to openly share your story and just also, you know, creating a community, because I feel like we need more of this so that people can get through the things that you're struggling with. Now, with regards to how society thinks about abortion, and you've shared a bit of how you got there, you know, that it was something that, you know, you've ulijipata, you know, and that decision was made, and you didn't have support of the person that was responsible. You know, it was a journey, that the journey of pregnancy is something you start mkiwa wawili. The only person in history mwenye najua is maybe the Virgin Mary. Huyo ndio najua pekee. Like the rest of us, lazima watu wa participate.
Thank you.
Yes, and unless ni ile ya rape, because I don't like to call it anything else. People have come up with very creative names, but rape is rape. If there was no consent, it is rape.
Kwanza, there's this thing of people saying your boyfriend cannot rape you.
Or your husband.
Or your husband.
No.
That person can rape you.
No, without
matter.
consent.
Without consent,
it
that
is rape.
Yes.
A lot of married women, because achana na hii ya girlfriends and boyfriends, it's very valid. But the one which hata nimesikia in my parents' generation, ati, you know, these things are just normal. It is just them taking their right. And I'm like, oh, unless I've become property, mi si ngombe, na hata hiyo ngombe inafaa kutritiwa vizuri yenye inakupeanga maziwa. Yeah. But now, when it comes to making the choice of abortion, is that now from experience and also just knowing other people's stories, is that a choice that somebody comes to easily or lightly? Is this just like, this is just an option, venye naeza chagua yogurt, napenda zote, napenda juice, napenda yogurt, napenda chai, and when I'm being asked what to take, I just make that choice. Is it an easy choice to make? Is it a choice that people just wake up and just, I will do this because
no.
What is it like?
It's tiring. It's draining when you think about it.
So it's a lot of emotional and mental labor.
It's a lot. It needs a lot of thinking about it, because it's a risky thing.
Okay. So it's risky.
It's very risky.
Okay.
But you tend to think about it for a very long time. Not per se a very long time, but you need some thinking. You know, you list the pros and cons, and how your body reacts to things. You know how your body reacts to things. You see, sometimes unajua pia, sometimes tunasemanga kama abortion it's a choice, yes, but pia look at your body. You know how it Jiambie ukweli. Juu pia kama mwili yako it cannot sustain some extreme things, don't do it.
Okay.
Just keep it.
Okay.
Just lea mtoto. Tasaidiwa. Lakini kama mwili yako, you know it's strong enough, you can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what would you say to young girls that find themselves in this situation? Is it something, because I think we tend to glamorize being liberal nowadays. Venye tu nimesema with feminism, there are people who are fighting for genuine things. Alafu kuna watu wanachoma, because what do you mean you're fighting for boyfriend allowance? Like imagine go make your own money.
Yeah, true.
Like you and me, we cannot both be feminists, as much as feminism entails that everybody has space in feminism. The one who wants to cover their head and be a stay-at-home wife, and the one that wants to be a sex worker and to be left alone and to be protected. So it looks very different for everybody, but we have to be honest with ourselves about kuna vitu zingine hazisaidiangi and a lot of people wanaharibu and they popularize what is not meant to be popular. So there is people who do popularize abortion because I have seen it on social media. But kitu interesting umesema is that it's a heavy decision.
Yeah.
It takes a heavy toll on you. The consequences are heavy.
Yeah.
And it is you use the word haunting.
Yeah.
In case we've never had haunting experiences, when you were a child, we watched cartoons.
Yes.
We watched movies, horror movies, ama movies peke. So mi nikiambiwa haunting, ni kitu yenye, it's hard to get peace in that situation.
Yeah.
So what would you say to people who popularize abortion as, si utalala tu na yeye, you ejaculate about the language that they use, and then si utatoa tu, si ni simple. And they say, there's a quote that says, deleters, it's a popular one. Ile yenye, and the imagery is, because I've seen a lot of memes, is just grabbing the baby out and throwing them.
Yeah.
Toa tu.
Yes.
Is that the truth of abortion, and what would you say to people who popularize it?
It's not right to just take it like a joke. That's a risky thing. That's not a joke.
It's something that could threaten somebody's life.
So I guess people wanasema hivo, I guess it went well with them.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But unajua hiyo kufanya watu wengine to feel like, mili ni different. You see, it's very different.
Na hapa na hapa.
Hapa na hapa, very different.
Yes.
We kwako inaweza kuendea vizuri kwa mwingine ikue
imembadilisha maisha.
Yeah. You see. Yeah. So you're popularizing it. Mi nasemanga don't follow what people say.
Okay.
Follow what you want.
Okay.
Wewe mwenyewe unaona hii kitu iko sawa na wewe, it's gonna take a toll on you. If it's gonna take a toll on you, don't do it.
Okay.
If you unaona you're strong enough, do it. Yes, don't follow people.
Okay.
Utapotea. Ukifollow people, you will utapotea. People will tell you so many things. Mara it's just a one time thing.
Yeah.
Mara wengine watakwambia tu aki utakufa.
Okay.
You see.
Okay.
Don't follow people.
Okay.
Just analyze whether you're strong enough.
Yes.
Kawe na Mungu wako, mkae chini, have a discussion, and muone what the way forward.
I love that.
Yes.
So now I have two questions from what you've said. The first one being, just again from what we've said about the kind of experience it was for you, not assuming everybody has the same experience, but that's one of many stories I've had. Actually, sijawai patana na mtu mwenye ameundergo, mwenye alisema, ilikuwa tu kama kwenda choo. Even if maybe they didn't hurt in their body, they really hurt in their heart, and somehow it affected them mentally to a point where ni kitu wanakumbukanga sana, and it affects how they see themselves. So with that being said, where does somebody get information? Because umesema kama unajua we uko strong, maybe hata sijui kama niko strong ama siko strong. And in our country, do we have spaces where we can get information of how to undergo these procedures in a safe way? Ama unaenda tu unauliza wase?
Kuna they're certified for that. There are hospitals that are certified for that.
Okay.
So you go there, get your I won't say much information.
Yeah.
I won't say much.
Okay, no problem.
You'll go there, be given the information.
Okay.
And then you'll be told the way forward.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's places.
Yes, there's
you just have
places.
to do your research.
Yes.
All right. So we don't want to find our girls in back street alleys dying.
No. Usiwai ambiwa ati tunakupatia uende tu na usituseme.
Yeah. Ama ukunywe hii kitu itatoka tu.
No.
So
go
don't
do research. Don't do research. Go do it. But I'm not advocating for it.
I understand
but
that.
If there's need.
Kama hapo ndio umefika.
Kama hapo. If there's need. No, unaona kabisa there's need of doing it. Do it.
Okay.
But kama the pros and cons, the pros ndio mingi.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay. Sawa. So just be informed and do it as a last resort.
Yes.
Okay. Now, safe spaces. Huku hatunanga safe spaces. Ata, for example, I'm very pro-life.
Yeah.
But I'm somebody who loves to have conversations and to
yeah.
understand everybody's experience. Because pia mimi naeza kuwa nimefanya vitu zenye you don't agree with, but it doesn't stop us from having a conversation and treating each other with basic decency. Venye ulisema, umenikasirikia, but don't shout at me.
Yes.
Hakuna haja. There is no need for us to treat each other sideways because of that. In this society, I have experienced that people that undergo things that are not considered culturally okay, religiously okay, the conversations around that are very ugly. So why is it important for you to create a safe space despite what labda ukipatana na somebody's grandfather somewhere, they'll say all sorts of things, you know, about, you know, a girl like you, even though you're clearly sharing your story, your why, you're even saying you don't advocate for it. So why do these safe spaces matter, and do you think they're going to make a difference?
Yes, it's going to make a difference because we don't judge people.
Okay.
Outside here kuna mungu wengi huku nje wanatu judge tu vile unataka, unatembea tu hivi they will judge you. Right. Kale likachafu sikaitembea. No, we are here to make you feel seen.
Okay.
Wewe si mchafu.
Okay.
You did it for your own choice, and it's okay.
Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah.
And we understand why you did it, and we are here to listen to you, to make you not feel judged, to make you feel seen. You be listened to.
Right.
Jupia, there's there's that post-trauma.
Yes.
You see, that thing has trauma.
Yes.
So tuko hapa kukusikiza. Ukisikia hii tunakwambia it's normal. Come to
it
us.
has happened to us as well.
Imetu happen. Yeah, so don't worry.
Yes.
It happens.
So the point of this space is for somebody not to go through the journey alone.
Yes, alone.
Ujue the other people who have experienced this, whether you wanted to or not, because from what I'm understanding, it's not something most people want. Yeah. So now that begs the question, Sasa. Tena in the side of being very liberal in our society, because we believe in having conversations that really empower women.
Yeah.
And we do have conversations about pregnancy, teenage pregnancy, family planning, sex education, all of those things. Now we live in a society where tumechoka na wazazi. A lot of people wamechoka na kanisa, wamechoka pia na culture. And tangu ile maandamano ya Gen Z last year, the anti-finance protests. A lot of the older generation were saying we are a lost and cultureless generation. And I think without necessarily defending it or going against it, sometimes naonanga in the way that we indulge ourselves. So now I know that there is so many people because for example, on over 25 said that walipata watoto wao using protection while on family planning. But now when we're having the conversation of abortion, na hizo stories zingine nimekuambia that people really are taking it lightly without taking into consideration. Pia, what do you think about the culture of having, you know, unprotected sex and also getting to a point where you haven't thought things through? Because I normally say, if somebody is having sex, then that pregnancy, even though it was not intended, it is something that should have been expected. So that's normally very, very unfortunate. But now it comes back to, do we have sex education in our country? Do we have it in our societies? Do we talk about these things at home so that young people like ourselves are empowered in a way where we don't, you know, end up on this other side? So not you as an individual, but sasa mi venye najiangalia, cause ingekuwa mimi, you know, imagine sometimes you don't even know why it wasn't you. You know, maybe you look back into your experiences and you're like, I was not taking precautions. So do you think that we're empowered enough with the education we have about how to be responsible with sex?
No.
Why do you think that is?
I think sex education, mostly ukianza kuongelelea about sex, you're being judged as a dirty person. You see,
isn't it vitu chafu
unaongelelea, you're a dirty person, you're a nasty person. No. Literally hizo sex education zinatusaidianga sana, mostly pia ndo zina avoid watu, unajua hadi nasikia ni kama shule we don't being given sexual education, like sexual, like ile yenye you're like, God, okay, what? You see, like akuna ile intense, nile juju tu, use protection when you do this, use
and then we ingia pale kwa 9 months of pregnancy.
Exactly. tuna skip you know, akuna ile deep conversation,
like will you get pregnant standing up? Those are the crazy things I hear.
Exactly.
That kuna positions zingine and I'm like, wow guys, ukuni wapi
tu gari za kwenda wapi za,
like okay, sawa.
Yes. But sasa there's a woman, I can't quite remember her name. This woman really talks about sexual education.
Okay.
I really listened to her.
Okay.
She really ako in details. Baka how to, you know, sexual pleasures na nini, you get. Like
ni Mkenya ama ni
Mkenya.
There are Kenyans who talk about sex openly and educate.
She's a sexual activist.
Okay.
She's a sexual activist.
Okay.
Ule
So how si watu wachafu?
how si watu she doesn't care if you call her mchafu, you call her that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay.
You are the problem, not me. You're the problem.
I love that.
Exactly. So mimi natakanga we talk about, as in when I listen to her,
Yeah.
pia mimi I learn some things.
Okay.
So that kama watu wenye hawezi reach to her,
Yeah.
I talk to them.
You
see,
share.
Yeah, I talk about sex a lot. You
Yes.
know, I love talking about it.
Yeah.
And me and my boyfriend, sometimes we talk about it. Yes.
Yeah.
But I always
When did you roll your eyes? Wacha tusiexpose relationship. Sawa.
we talk about it, but I really love talking about sex, so that
Yes.
when I'm talking about to young girls who understand sex si lazima pia,
Okay.
you see, but pia wakwe na some education about it,
Yeah.
na deeply education
Yeah.
about it, ndo wakijikuta kwa some situation,
Yeah.
wasianze kukua confused what to do.
I love that.
Huku Kenya hakuna hiyo. Huku Kenya ukianza kuongelelea there are those
Taboos unaangaliwa.
unaongelea sex.
I'm like, imagine guys, I'm
You're a dirty
grown.
person. Yeah.
Hizi vitu watu walishafanya.
You're a dirty person.
Wameshafanya.
Yeah. Alafu the way parents talk about sex.
Okay.
They talk it ni kama ni kitu
Yeah.
as in wanaiongelelea hadi wewe mwenyewe you feel cringe.
Na labda
You see?
hata umeona pattern zao like unajua Kenya mnafanyanga ama Kenya mfanyangi.
Exactly.
Hii mnachitiana
Alafu,
huku nje.
You see, my mom talks about it.
Okay.
But natakanga yes, sometimes I always feel cringe because it's my mom talking about
Of course.
it. You
And
know?
that's normal. By the way, if you don't feel cringe, ama tuseme, depending on how you related growing up.
Yeah. But mina advocating parents should talk about sex with their daughters and sons.
Yes.
Mkae chini mwongelelea about sex. Hata kama utaenda hata ufanye presentation ya
Yes.
demonstration.
Yes.
Wacha mtoto aone. Hii inaingia hapa.
I need to say something even before we round out this conversation. Mimi nilikuwa 7 years. 7 years nikapata textbooks za my aunt. My aunt alikuwa high school and she was living with us. Sasa mimi nikapata zile picha za you're not straight anymore, wamechora hips. Unajua venye zinakuanga na contour hivi in the textbooks to show you that you're no longer a child. These are signs of adolescence. So I was like, what's this? And I used to read everything. When I tell you everything, guys, sai sijui I'm not doing well in life. Nilikuwa nasoma gazeti, dictionary, Biblia, storybooks. I was a sponge. Anything that had words on it, I would read. Worse off, my dad worked for vitu za HIV AIDS na UN growing up. So hizo vitu zilikuwa zimejaa. But that was the first time nilikuwa nimeona watu wamechorwa hivyo. Afu wako na manywele. At that point I was 8 years old. I had already started getting pubic hair. So I was like, okay, this is weird, but that's normal. We have beards on our, you know what? Sawa. Do you know my mom and my aunt waliketi hapo wakani explainia the whole process of, because I asked them, what's this? What's that? So ina explain periods. Alafu pia ina explain, you know, now the process of pregnancy.
Yeah.
3 hours. A 7-year-old child, najua utaelewa the first time. I'm like, blood will come out of my and then if a boy puts his thing inside and then hizo nini spams itoke. Imagine a 7-year-old mwenye hata ajui hizi vitu. And let me tell you, if I understood at 7 years to the point where any teacher who came to explain was just adding. I was not confused. I was like, this is normal, and now I'm just getting more information. It's possible.
Yeah.
Another thing that thing did is that it empowered me to know that there are parts which are very intimate that should not be touched.
Yes.
Because if a man is coming to put his kasusu in my kasusu, and I'm not married to him, that's how my mom explained, then it's a problem. I reached the age where I can make that choice for myself. And my mom said, I prefer if it is marriage, but when you're old enough, people choose these things for themselves.
Yes.
That's what she told me at 7 years.
Imagine.
That's nice. Swali yangu ni what is stopping people from educating their children.
I don't
because whether they gave me sex education in school or not, I understood it from the age of 8. So when I got my period, I was not confused. When I started feeling, this boy is sitting next to me and my body is feeling, I understood. And I was never confused. And I think these are conversations that we need to continue having because the problem is that we're just not talking about them. And that's how also stigma is allowed.
Yes. You know, sasa the older generation, the millennials.
Yeah.
Wao walifundishwa sex is a sin.
Me ndio millennial, by the way. I'm a 90s baby.
Yes.
And let me tell you, growing up, sex was such a dirty thing.
It's a dirty
Yeah, they don't explain the whole story of choice, value systems, kuna venye, also understanding that people are different.
Yeah.
This one is a Muslim, this one is a Christian, that one has never heard of a mosque or a church. And kila mtu believes in something different. Because I used to be like, why are these people kissing and having sex on TV and they're not married? Because I didn't understand that there are people who are not like me.
Yes. So I always say sex is not a sin. Sex, it's okay. You can do sex, but you do it in the right way.
In the right way.
Not the best education about it. Lakini sasa there's no education about it huku Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, because wako na ile akili like you're dirty.
Right.
When you talk about sex,
Yeah.
you're a dirty person.
Yeah.
You're very, I don't know, you don't belong in this country.
Sindio.
Yeah, you need
Umepotea.
to. Kama kungekuwa na jail of dirty people, ungekuwa huko.
Aki si tungekuwa huko sisi wote, by the
tungekuwa
way.
wengi.
Yeah, because I feel like if in our society we forgive men who kill women in the era of femicide,
Really?
we forgive and allow rapists who rape small girls to continue in the society, and we know ilifanyika. Sasa when it comes to young girls or young people and the choices they make, even if we believe, to say really truly you believe it's a really wrong thing and it shouldn't happen, but if you're forgiving murderers and rapists, surely kuna watu wenye pia they also deserve a chance to,
exactly.
if it's a decision they made under the influence of ignorance, then I feel like they also deserve a chance to learn. And if you didn't empower somebody with education and you knew better, basi ni fault yako.
True.
I feel very responsible if any of my friends were to become pregnant and it was not a choice. I feel responsible because I'm like, if they didn't plan it, why didn't I know that my friend was having unprotected sex? So if any of my friends are in a relationship and they are having sex and it's unprotected sex, me, I'm gonna talk to you. Nitakuuliza hata tunalea mtoto. Are you ready? Pesa iko wapi? Because these are the choices you're making. Because utasema pull out game is strong, pull out game is strong. And then next thing we have a bundle of joy. And they have to be joyous because once you make the choice to bring a child into this world, you need to make their life. They didn't choose.
Yeah, they didn't choose that.
Yeah. And we don't live in a system where adoption is ideal.
Yeah.
Atuko maju.
Yeah,
People
atuko
also
maju.
don't know that.
Yeah,
Wanaacha watoto at the door of children's home. And children's home ndio tunaongelelea na woye.
Woye, exactly.
We all know that it's not a glamorous situation. Yeah, so I think what you've said really just, we need to have safe spaces. We really need to have education. I love what you've said that sex is not dirty, but it does need to be done in the right way and with the right education.
Yes.
So what else would you say to people who are just wondering, where can they get a support system or how to be okay after they've made this decision? Na pia they feel like they don't know anything about sex. Like, what would you say? How can such people empower themselves, especially young ladies?
Young ladies, talk about it more often.
Okay.
Talk about it more often.
Does the who matter?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it doesn't matter.
Sa niambie babangu.
No. Yeah, talk to him.
Even if ataniambia nitoke kwa nyumba yake.
Hata kwambia hivyo bora umeongea.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Talk to him. Sit down, mwambie daddy.
So tuna force issues.
That's a man.
I hear that.
Kwambie, hapana.
Usikie kenye atasema.
Usikie kenye atasema. Talk to your parents about it.
Okay.
Talk to it. If kama mko kwa a certain group of friends, talk about sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So exchange ideas. Hear what others think.
Exactly.
You might learn something.
My dad ananiambianga,
Yeah.
talk to people.
Okay.
When in a group of people,
Yeah.
you will learn a lot.
There's a wealth of knowledge.
Yes. Zinakuanga mingi, utaambiwa hii. Ni wewe tu, ni gani utachukua.
So how do you filter? How do you filter? Sisi tunafanyanga standing up. If you do kifo cha mende utakuwa sawa.
Jamani, unajiangalia we mwenyewe. Kama uwezani na hiyo helicopter.
No, what if you don't know? Like ile yenye unaambiwa, for example, BDSM, if you don't know, it's basically kupigana in sex. Me sijuangi summary. Like you enjoy pain. You find it arousing. That's BDSM. You can Google what it stands for.
Yes.
Sa nyinyi mnanyongana. Next thing this person has passed out. Juu best yako alikuambia. So how do you filter out what's not for you really? Because you've never done it before.
Kama unasema hauwezani.
So you have to experiment. Lazima ninyongwe ndio nijue.
Don't experiment.
So don't experiment. So how do you verify information that you're getting from her experience, my experience, his experience?
We skiza tu.
So nisikize alafu.
enda tu kae chini uanalyze enyewe sasa nikianza kunyongwa niyo ni sex kweli? Huyu mwingine anafanya helicopter. Is that healthy? No.
Is it healthy?
Ask yourself. Kaa chini, jiite mkutano.
Right.
You and yourself.
Yeah.
Utawezana kunyongwa?
Yeah.
No. Look at your partner.
Yeah.
Jamani atakunyonga atakuua.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Akikwambia me do this and this, we mwambie, we sikiza, but analyze yourself. Kaa chini ujiulize. Is that sex okay with you?
Okay.
If it's not okay with you, don't experiment it.
Don't find out ukiona nyongo and now we're
exactly.
RIP. She was such a lovely girl.
Pia experiment can help. Unaweza ambia tu boyfriend yako si hata mimi ninyonge kidogo nisikie. Ukiona una pass out mwambie hapana.
Mkwe na safe words. Ukisema banana, just know I have seen heaven.
I've seen heaven.
Nasi massage. It's not yet time. Wataniambia nimefika mapema.
So like yes, try new styles. You know, try new styles. Uone hapana inaniumiza. And your boyfriend should be there to listen. It's fine.
I like that.
Do that.
Yeah. And I think the only thing I can add is just use resources. Because if there's anything I learned that the child I was, hata wazazi wakikataa kukuambia. Juu mimi sikuwa nimeambiwa. Nilikuwa naenda kujisomea juu ini nini sijawahi ona. If you're curious and you've had something or seen something you don't understand, do your research. Hata kama wazazi hawakulipia shule, you came up in a very unfortunate situation, as long as you have access to tuseme hauna smartphone, hakuna lapi ama computer kwenu ama kwako, internet cafes ziko. The internet is so powerful. Read people's stories before and after doing that thing, wenye wanasema wanapenda na wenye wanasema hawapendi. So for me, my methodology of filtering information is doing it the way we used to do those high school debates. And you know, if you're doing pro an argument, you have to know points za against. Ndio wakisema uko na rebuttal.
Exactly.
So you're able to do a cost benefit analysis. Okay, so if I have sex with this man or woman, okay, sawa, my body, how? What are the consequences? What's possible? If we use protection, what's going to happen? If we don't use protection, what's possible? If I don't do it, Pia, how does it affect me? If I do it, how does it affect me physically, mentally, psychologically? If I'm somebody who is a spiritual person, whatever my value system is, make those decisions. Because at the end of the day, regardless of what people say to you, you have to live with yourself.
Exactly.
It is you in your room, your house. If you live under a tree, we wish you better for you. But hapo kwa hiyo mti utajiuliza hizo maswali. There is only so much I can do to support you. You need to have that, you know, like you have to make peace with the decisions that you make at the end of the day, which is why I say that we need to be empowered to own the decisions that we make. Ndio kesho usiblame watu. And it's unfortunate for so many ladies that these things come out of non-consensual sexual interactions, rape and molestation. It's very, very unfortunate. But I think we're gonna beat ignorance one step at a time and empower young ladies. So it's so beautiful. Empower young ladies one conversation at a time. And it's so beautiful what you're doing, and also just having this mindset that information and support is what makes a difference. So just any closing note to Wakenya, ama the baddies, ama the boy them, just whoever, just shout them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
To all women, tunawasikia. We are here for you guys. Actually, sign the petition for femicide is a crime in Kenya. Please.
Yes.
Sign that petition.
Please do.
Femicide is a crime in Kenya. And analyze your man before you start panuaring. Sorry, not panuaring. That is inappropriate. Like, just analyze your man before doing anything.
Okay.
You know? Know what he wants really, and don't force things. Do not. Kama haiwezi wachana nayo. No matter how much you love that man.
Yeah, you find mwingine.
Find mwingine.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, my dad always tells me wanaume ni wengi.
Yeah, and they say women are many, and it's true. Even men imagine that.
Men are many.
Yeah.
So to all buddies, kama umejipata kwa hiyo situation, we are here to listen to you. Hauko peke yako. You see? To all the buddies, be careful. My mom ananiambianga before nitoke, ananiambianga by 3 times, Wendy, be careful. You know? Be careful. And another thing, put God first. That is the only person. That is the only person will atakutoa kwa hizi mashida zote.
I love that.
Yes, put God first.
Yeah.
Always pray to God as a buddy.
Yeah.
Put God. That's your best friend. Make God your best friend.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. And if somebody wants to reach out to you, where can they find you? Your socials.
Socials.
To you.
My socials. TikTok, it's Mulei. IG, it's Mulei. Everywhere, it's Mulei. Ukitaka kunitata hata wapi, it's Mulei. Number, nah.
Amesema look for me.
Yeah.
DM me. Slide into the DMs.
Slide to the
Najua
DMs.
kuna mtu.
Niko na mtu.
So, Wendy, thank you so much for coming and having this Sheversation with us. And I think we should have you back on tuongelee maneno ya sex and sex education and what's wrong with this country and how we can build it.
Yes.
Watu waache kudanganyana huko nje.
Waache
Sindio?
kudanganyana, yes.
Yeah, so it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. So I think that's the end of today's conversation. It's been short and sweet.
Yes.
Sindio?
Yeah.
And thank you so much for everybody that has been watching. This is Sheversations. I'm gonna see you guys the same time this coming ni Easter. Wacha twende tukule chakula ya Easter, sindio? And all of that. But I'm going to see you guys soon, and I'm going to leave you in the good hands of Susie Noma by Muthoni, the drama queen. I'll see you guys next time.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Sitting at the corner, me and Susie Noma. We ain't got no worries, we are looking like the owners. Sipping on Coronas, looking at the phone. All them pretty boys come and tell us how they want us. Mambo ni kungoja, haki utangoja. Sinaga my time, saku waiting na be order. Planning how we want to, take over the walks. Riding on the drums and the clap and the bass goes boom. Shake it down like that. We tell you, simmer. Shake it down like that. We tell you, simmer. If you really know it and you really wanna show it, be the way to go. Go and grab somebody, move your body, show somebody, be the way to go. On this I know, all this I know, all this I know. On this I know, all this I know, all this I know. I'm at the corner, me and Susie Noma. We ain't got no money, but we do it how we wanna. Minting our nails, checking our mails. All them pretty boys wanna have us, but they feel Kim Tangoya, Leon Tangoya, Sai to Coax, Kunaga Zavioya. Running how we want to, take over the walls. Riding on the drum and the clap while the bass goes boom. Shake it down like that. We tell you, simmer. Shake it down like that. We tell you, simmer. If you really know it and you really wanna show it, be the way to go. Go and grab somebody, move your body, show somebody, be the way to go. On this I know, all this I know, all this I know. On this I know, all this I know, all this I know. Now you wipe your waist, comme ça. And now you screw your face, comme ça. Exaggerate the waist, comme ça. Resuscitate the place, comme ça.